Good morning. This camera doesn't have
Hello.
this camera doesn't have a screen when I flip it around, so I'm kind of recording blind. But I'm doing this new thing. I don't know if you can tell what this is. This is Strava. We are going to start doing like little runs and talking about the Word of God on our runs and putting it out for people to see. I think it'll be good.
This is the Moab 240,
Yes.
which is a lot.
I don't know, we're probably gonna do 10 miles. No, we're gonna do 2 miles at a 10-minute pace, just a good conversation pace. What are we talking about today?
Today, we're going to be talking about 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 7 through 10. And it's a letter that Paul wrote to the church of Corinth after sending Titus there. So, yeah, that's on the agenda. It talks about evil and how to deal with a thorn, is what Paul refers to it as.
That's correct.
And I think that is very prevalent at our young age, that a lot of worldly things happens, or a lot of kind of tragedies happen, and how to deal with those and what those really means, and how to persevere in faith. So yeah.
Yes. All right, we're gonna do sort of a little jog, starting our little run. This is the first one, so I think getting the camera figured out will start to be a little different. 2 Corinthians, talking about but Paul's thankful for his suffering because it gives him like the opportunity to honor Christ and persevere through it. And I really like that because I really take pleasure in doing bad, like hard things every day. And I think it's really good for people to do that because little adversity every day makes you a better person. And then you put your faith in Jesus. Let's get on the sidewalk.
I want to point out, if you keep going, chapter or 2 books before that, so not 1 Corinthians, but Romans, in Romans 12, Paul also talks about perseverance and the spiritual gifts we're given, and to use our bodies as living sacrifices to God. And I take that as living worship, because ministry is not a job, it's a lifestyle. So this is the place, this temple, our bodies are temples for the Spirit. So we gotta stay healthy. And then we've been given spiritual gifts, so we need to utilize those to honor Christ. And to go back to 2 Corinthians, he's talking about having this thorn, this thing that pains him so much every day. And it's very interesting because during that he says he's going to boast all the more gladly, because he knows that through this trial, through this hardship, that he's going to glorify Christ, and that Christ's name is going to be exalted to others. So it's just so encouraging to constantly think about that.
Yes, very awesome. Here, I'll read the thing. Was given a thorn in my flesh, a messenger of Satan to torment me. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord to take it away from me. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly about my weakness, so that Christ's power may rest on me. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weakness and insults, hardship, persecutions, and difficulties. For when I am weak, I am strong. I think that last part is very powerful. I like it a lot. Taking almost like a pridefulness in his suffering. He knows that with his faith, he can overcome anything, and he can glorify God through his suffering. I like that a lot. And so choose to suffer. Choose to do something hard every day so that you glorify God with that. Be better. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to do hard things, but we're at half a mile. I feel great.
I feel pretty good too.
I feel great.
We're exploring some areas I've never really explored on the foot before.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't get lost in Birmingham because it's treacherous.
Yeah.
Especially out here. We're in the war zone. We can go to a mile and then turn around and then that'll be our 2 miles.
What a good little word though. I'll say that. I say Paul's a dog.
Paul's a dog.
And you also have to think in context of what's happening around him.
When he's talking to Corinth.
Yeah. It's so crazy to think about like what they went through. How like encouraging it is to see all the minute finite things we go through.
Oh yeah, his suffering's not like what I'm talking about, getting up and running 2 miles in the morning. His suffering is watching women and children in the streets. His suffering's different, but it's all the more inspiring.
Still perseveres.
Yeah.
Still adds the fact of steadfastness to your faith. It's glorifying to God. His suffering and our suffering. We find power in our God and not ourselves. So there's a sense of humility of knowing that we can't do this battle alone, that we have to fall dependent fully on God. And I know this is beautiful. It's kind of poetic in a way of you're comparing your lowest time with your highest time because that's the time you lean on God the most. Look, these are cute little starter homes.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is a calm little run. There's no violent.
We'll have to do some calisthenics. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey.
Guard dog.
Did we turn around?
Yeah, we were in a loop.
Oh shoot. Yeah, let's do the loop again. I'm gonna pick up the pace and then I can't even tell if you can see what that is. We're gonna pick up the pace and then check back in. Picking it up. So we're about halfway, a little 9-minute pace. Something slight, something to start the day off with.
Better take this right here. We'll go back in there.
Old neighborhood.
Yeah.
How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling fine. Feeling motivated.
Great.
Paul's got me going.
It's a calm little 40-degree out. All right, what are we at? Yeah, 10-minute pace, 0.4 mile. All right, we're gonna punch this thing out. Talking about your VO2 max and how that's important for running. Started doing runs like this probably about 2 months ago. Loop used to kill us. Now it's something slight. It's like a warm up. I think it's helping my VO2 max a lot. Is we go to like a lap pool, and I'll do down in one breath underwater, up, take a breath, or get my breath back and go back down in one breath. So that's helping decrease the amount of oxygen that my body needs to operate. Run longer and run more better. And then also interval sprints. So 60 seconds sprint. And then 120 seconds and do like a 10-minute pace like this, like a jog. And after 120 seconds, sprint all out 60. And then do that for about 2 miles. That helps me a lot. You get better. Should be coming up on 2 miles. All right, 1.87. 0.2 miles we go. Little speed loop. What do I take it with?
think key takeaways is while you're in the midst of a trial, because everybody's going to have a trial or tribulation, remember that you're doing something that's bigger than you, to stay steadfast in the faith, and that whilst you do that, you're going to glorify God's name because you're utterly dependent on Him, and that's the best place to be.
2 miles, 24 minutes. Something slight.
Slight little warm up.
Yeah. Calm little workout. Yeah. So I think we do these, every other day?
Yeah, I'm down.
Maybe it'll be Gavin. Maybe it'll be somebody else. But
They're always going to be good because they're the Word.
then we'll do like a little run Bible study, and then people can watch and give their takes on what we talked about. And be like, hey, you're wrong. We could be wrong about what we're talking about, but it's what we think people should know. So, goodbye.